Thank you so very much. Good afternoon, everyone, dignitaries, illuminates, all everybody present here, respected judges, and my co-team partners. I'm really elated and really fun with the topic to be there. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Uh,
And your voice is not coming clearly.
Yeah.
oh, am I audible now?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you are audible.
All right. Thank you so very much, and
Proceed.
apologies for the same. Respected dignitaries, jury people, all my team members who are participating, the participants, organizers, wishing you everyone a very good afternoon. Just a second before I stopped to speak, and immediately there was a reaction. Ma'am, your voice is not audible. Did that happen? Yes, it did. You see, that's the power of communication. And that's what I'm here for today. Developing your power of communication, developing your public skills. When I heard the topic, development, I thought, what better to hone the skills and develop our public speaking skills. So today I'm here to stand and speak on the same, the development of public speaking. It was just a little break, I must say, that led to a little confusions, chaos. Oh, the voice is not there. Of course, the communication is between you and I. And if it breaks, it's just like the breaking of the bridge when a person has to travel from one end to the another. Talking about public speaking, few are immune to the fear of public speaking, and many of them have a phobia for it. Snakes, fine. Flying, no problem. Public speaking, yikes. Just thinking about public speaking, routinely described as one of the greatest fears, and I must say the most common fears, can make your palms sweat. But there are many ways to tackle this anxiety and to learn how to deliver this memorable speech. Are we here to actually look at those aspects? In one part of the series that happened with me, I would definitely like to share. I was as old as 8 years or maybe 7 when I was first asked by my teacher who's going to participate, and I was the first one to raise my hands. I don't know, this leadership was inbuilt somewhere, but then I had to think of, I have already raised my hand, so I have to be prepared. Yes, I tied the knot and learnt my script pretty well, thinking I had done my job. As soon as the day approached, the confidence just disappeared like a cloud. It wasn't there. It was a bubble that had gone off. Where was it? I was literally trying to find it out. Oh, where's that bubble? Please, anybody get me that. And the moment my name was announced, I don't know from where all the butterflies from the flowers came into my stomach. I thought my throat was parched. The butterflies were actually roaming in my stomach, and I thought, what next? But now, actually, the arrow had left its place. The point was, is it going to hit the dart right in the middle? No, it actually didn't. Because the first blunder that I made, I went onto the stage and said, good morning, everyone. Respected friends and dear principal. Oh, gosh, how could I do that? Didn't I even know how to address somebody? That day, I thought it was a failure. It was miserable. And you can well imagine what could have happened to my second, third, fourth minute of the speech. I had faltered. I had fallen. And with big tears in eyes, I went back to my classroom after the speech. I thought my friends would ridicule me. They would laugh at me. I would be the laughing stock of my class now. But what is this? As I reached my class, the teacher told everybody to stand up and clap for me. gosh, clapping for me? What did I do? That misery I caused for my teacher and my parents, who had prepared me so well? With one word, one sentence, in fact, she told was, you had the courage to raise your hand and you went on the stage is more than enough for us. This not only made me happy, but it arose all the denied and the dead spirits inside me. And I said, no, there's no stopping now. And what do you think? I didn't falter after that. Come on. I failed miserably. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 times more. But yes, I didn't give up because I knew somewhere it wasn't me. Where was I faltering was the question that had to be found out. The answer came very quick because I was researching it. As soon as in my class 10th, I was made the captain of the extracurricular activities. What happened in these 5 years is the story that I'm going to tell you today. Public speaking fascinated me a lot. I would look at the news readers, I would look at the journalists, and I thought, yes, that's me. I want to be there. But how can I be? I started, those times Google Baba wasn't there to help me much. But yes, inner calling never stops. It never does. The only mantra that I found out was practice, practice, and practice. But there had to be somebody to mentor me, to tell me what practice I needed. When I started studying more books on public speaking, I realized it was my vocal cords that were the magic behind that. And I realized it was my face that was the mouthpiece of my speech. And then I started to hone these skills at the best. Nervousness is normal. It's okay. Practice and prepare. All people feel some psychological, physiological relations like pounding hearts, trembling hands. Do not associate these feelings with the sense that you will perform poorly or make a fool of yourself. Some nerves are actually good. The adrenaline rush that makes you sweat also makes you alert and ready to give your best performance. The best way to overcome anxiety is to prepare, and still to prepare some more. Take the time to go through what you've prepared several times. Stand in front of the mirror. Once you have become comfortable in your own skin with the material practice a lot, definitely today is the easiest time to do it. Videotape yourself and get a friend or a critic to see your performance. Won't harm you. Go to a positive and a constructive critic who will tell you, here lies your problem, your advisor, your mentor. And by the time when you've practiced so much, you'll start to realize your own flaws because you'll keep on watching it, you'll keep on bettering yourself. The more you advance towards the betterment, you are done because you have started to realize here and it is my improvement zone and I have to. A simple question to everybody present here. When you go to a garment store or to the mall, what is the first instinct that you have that I have to go to the mall? Maybe you've got to buy something obvious. Why will an audience come and sit to listen to you? What are they getting? Of course, you are speaking for them. You are there to give them the knowledge that you have also acquired. You are there between the topic and the audience, you are the connector. So what is important is connecting. Develop that skill of connecting with your audience. It is the soul, undoubtedly the soul of your voice, the soul of your content. Before you even begin to craft your message, consider who the message is intended for. Imagine me as a PGT English going to a nursery class student and telling them, today I'm going to teach you transformation of sentences. They will actually look at me like, wow, what a ghost she is. I don't know even what she's talking about, isn't it? Especially like that. Look at your audience. What kind of audience you have? Is it students? Is it corporates? Prepare yourself accordingly. Knowing your audience, preparing yourself according to them is important. Consider who this message you are intending for. Learn as much as about your listeners as you can, because this will help you determine your choice of words, your level of information, your organization pattern, and your motivational statement. And once you've done it, you've made the most of it. Coming to my next point, we all have, in fact, I would definitely like to give an anecdote here. When I was thinking of doing a leadership thing in a corporate sector, I told my team, I said, I'm going to talk on something on self-leadership. I said, ma'am, doesn't it actually sound a little egoistic, self-leadership? I said, why? It is about self. Let's prepare ourselves to be the leaders of tomorrow. So quickly comes and tells me, what are you going to do? I said, let's organize the material in the most effective manner to attain our purpose. Now here, my purpose was self. Create the framework of your speech. Write down your topic, general purpose, specific purpose, central idea, main points, everything. Make sure you just grab that 30 seconds, as I did that. Quickly putting off my audio and everybody, oh, she's not audible. I grabbed you. Grab it right in the front, right at the start. Do that. It helps. And definitely, it'll make you a better speaker. Well, developing these public speaking things is not as difficult as it is thought to be, because it is important. We're just like connectors. We are connecting more to the world. Let your personality come through. Now, when anybody hears me for the first time, says, oh, she's an extrovert person, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm a kind of an ambivert person. Your personality must react to how you are speaking. Yes, I am an extrovert when I'm actually required to be, but I'm an introvert at the same time when I know to limit my bounds. So anybody who knows me can see through my personality. Is your personality radiant enough? Are you smiling through your speech? Is your speech giving a smile to others? Are you actually lending that ear and grabbing that ear? It's always give and take. It's always you and I. If I go up on the stage, say my speech, come back home, I did a big 360-degree zero. I'll mark myself somewhere zero. What do I do now? I know my audience. I know my personality. I'm enhancing my personality. Establish your credibility. It is your authenticity, your credibility, what your people will look at. Your personality will shine through your speech. Your audience will trust you what you are speaking. And you have to say it. That's the real person. That's the real she who's speaking. To do this, be confident. If we are not confident in our own selves, if we do not have that leadership quality to lead, we might again fall. It's okay. Now, somewhere people tell, oh, speech is something real serious. But I say, add a tinge of humor to it. Just a little tinge. the way I did. In one of my speeches, I remember there was a low number of audience sitting in front of me, and I went there. Nobody was keeping quiet. I know you guessed it right. It was students' lot, and 10th and 11th students sitting. Now, no matter, they were talking and talking. And immediately, I went on the stage and told them, "Oh wow, there's some Miss India standing." They all started looking at me like, and they started with loud bursts of laugh. Said, "Yeah, of course. If you can't see me on the stage, I am Miss India. So I should be patting my back for this. I have some supernatural quality." I did two things. I made them smile, and I made them attentive towards me. It's okay to be humorous on the stage. It's okay to tell stories using of effective language. Injecting a funny anecdote in your presentation always grabs the attention of your listeners. You don't have to read. See, most of us, we do this. Usually we all do at the starting of our stage. When you are developing your public speaking skills, remember, script is very important. But abiding by that script, learning that script is all the more important. But does that mean that if I forget? One thing again, you are the master of your own script. You don't have to learn it. Is that right? No, it's not. You must learn your script. You must know your script well. But if you have forgotten in between, nobody knows what the other line was in your script, so it's okay. It's okay to move ahead. These points that will help you develop your public speaking skills. That's the most sought after skill in your today's time. You will rule the world undoubtedly. It is important to have control over your voice, your pitch, your pace, the movement of your hands. You can't be doing those nervous gestures. Good delivery does not call attention to itself, but instead it conveys the speaker's idea clearly without a distraction. Because it is important that you grab the attention without any extra effort. It just comes within you. There are people who say practice does not make perfect. Good communication is never perfect. And nobody expects you to be perfect. Come on, perfectionism is just a myth. We're all learning every day. However, putting in the requisite time to prepare will help you deliver your speech in a better way. You may not be able to shake your nerves entirely, but you can learn to minimize them at least. The certain points that have helped us to grow as a speaker is that conscious effort that lies behind us. It is that willingness that is standing in front of us. I always believed the 3 Ds of my life. Desire to do something in life, how much dedicated I am towards my goal, and what is my determination to reach my point. Remember, learning is a journey. It's never attained. You can never actually get through it. But yes, of course, you can try it. You can try to develop these skills. And trust me, it's not at all difficult. Not at all difficult. Because the word impossible itself states, I am possible. You are possible. You just have to trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. And things will be perfect. Now, perfect again does not mean perfectionism. Please, I'm not in favor of perfectionism. But the only thing is, practice, preparation will help you adapt, accept, and also alter the flaws that you had. And if you've won over those flaws, you'll be a speaker. And you'll develop all the skills that a good speaker needs. Thank you so very much.